Alright, we are back again after quite a long break where we have collectively been crying about the new Eldar, plus painting up a whole load of new stuff. Today we have got two of the newest armies in the game to show off, so it should be nice and interesting for you guys. Starting us off is Simon with his Admech Skitarii Knight combination in the horrible formation that is called...
Oh, I don't know. I think the War Cohort or something?
The War Cohort that combines all three books. So, Si, do you want to take us through your army quickly?
Yeah, of course. What's up, guys? You get all your free war gear, which is awesome. So, in the formation, you have to take a unit of Dune Crawlers, a unit of Vanguard, a unit of Ballistari or Dragoons, Ruststalkers, Infiltrators, Rangers, and then you have to take a Admech alliance, so you just take a HQ and 2 troops. So I've got one unit of Haywire Servitors and then one unit of Grav Servitors and then a Dominus. And then you have to take an Oath Sworn detachment, which is just one allied detachment of a knight, so I've gone for the Warden. And then I've also allied in the Flesh Terror formation. Thank you, Matthew. So I've got 3 pods, a unit of scouts, and a rather suspicious-looking apothecary. So all the, as I said, all the war gear is free. So literally everything's just decked out with all the cool stuff.
So in this 1750 point game, roughly how many points is your army?
It's like 500 points. Free stuff.
Free stuff. So you're about 2250 in a 1750 game.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's just tremendous rules writing again. Will be interesting to see how that goes.
Thank you, Games Workshop.
Thank you, buddies. And even newer than the Admech Skitarii combo, we have the new Marine Codex being piloted by Captain Sweatpants.
Sweatpants!
We've also... Well, yeah, I'll let you talk through what he's using.
Cool, so we'll stick with the normal Marine Codex as it was released so far. So I've got 3 bike squads, 3 man now as troops because I've got characters on bikes. I've got a Librarian on a bike and a Chapter Master on a bike.
So that's a slight change from the old Codex where they had to be 5 mans to count as troops.
I've got my 5-man command squad. These guys have all got storm shields and grav guns, and there's Apothecary.
Who got a little bit cheaper from the last Codex and moved to the elite slot.
So you could take this 3 times if you wanted.
If you're feeling frisky, you could spam them out.
And also Clan Rukin's legal still, so this is all Clan Rukin, just meaning that I can take the Gorgon's chain on my Chapter Master basically, and he gets his potential extra +1.
And it gives all your command squad 4-ups rather than 5-ups.
Yeah.
Thanks to the +1 feel no pain.
Yeah, so they're 4+ feel no pain, which is horrendous. And then the internet has unleashed the Skyhammer formation, which is absolute filth. That is 2 5-man Grav Devastator squads with pods and 2 5-man assault squads. We don't really need to worry about them, but on the first turn these guys come down, they're relentless, and these guys can assault. And I choose whether they come down on turn 1 or turn 2, and if these guys shoot a unit, they take a leadership check on 3d6. If they fail it, they go to ground, and then these guys reroll misses and hits, reroll misses when they assault them. So
it's not shit.
It's pretty decent. Yeah.
What chapter tactic have you taken on the Skyhammer?
Skyhammer's Ultramarines.
Why have you taken Ultramarines?
Oh, because they you can. Because it's absolutely
horrendous.
Because you get the Devastator Doctrine allows them to reroll misses on my turn. The Assault Marine Doctrine allows them to.
Because when 30 grav gun shots per unit won't do it, you just need to reroll those misses.
Yeah, so it's absolutely fucking filthy, but it had to be done. Gotta try it out.
I mean, if we had to summarise, how good is the new Marine Codex? This is the first game in about 5 years where he hasn't had to take a Typhon, so that pretty much gives you an idea of how good the rest of the book is.
And the Typhon hasn't even been out that long. That's how good it is.
The Typhon has become unnecessary in the new Marine book, so we will look forward to seeing how that goes. Right, guys, what we'll do is we'll come back in a second, talk about the mission, and go through deployment. Okay, here we are. So we've gone through deployment, which is Vanguard Strike. The primary is Cleanse and Control, so that's Maelstrom, and the secondary is the Scouring with 6 objectives, doing the whole 1, 1, 2 2s, 2 3s, and a 4. Simon has got the first turn. Do you want to talk us through your deployment quickly?
Yeah, okay. The infiltrators have infiltrated along with the scouts, so I've just tried to spread across the board and just secure as many objectives as I physically can. So I'm in sight of getting 6, 5, 2, and the 1 round there, I think, which is number 1. And then also I'm in sight to get line number 3, and then just spread out as much as I can, and yeah, that's it.
Okay, Adam, you want to see your deployment quickly?
Yeah, so I've just got my 3-3-man bike squads, which are just sort of at forward positions to go out and try and grab objectives as long as I don't get murdered. And then I've got my Super Death Star of Doom, which is just sort of set up very defensively so that it can't get absolutely murdered by an Alpha Strike.
Doing the old flying V.
Yes.
So, Adam, are you going to try and seize?
Oh, I might as well, hadn't I, really? So this is it.
I was going to get it.
No seize.
There is no seize. So Simon's got the first turn. We will check in at the top of turn 1.
Turn.
Okay, top of turn 1. Size first turn with the Skitarii. So, talk us through it.
Okay, so turn 1 I activated, on the canticles I went everything with twin linked, and then with the Skitarii I used the +1 doctrine, +1 BS doctrine, so everything in the Skitarii maniple is BS5 and twin linked. No, it's not mine. So the Plasma Vanguard squad dropped down over there, tried to get the flank on the Death Star unit, which has got like a 2-up storm shields, 4+ fill no pains, and then the Grav battle servitor squad came down on the other flank, so they could put weight of fire onto them with the Grav. My Maelstrom objectives were to secure objective 3, objective 4 and objective 6. So I pushed the infiltrators up onto objective number 3, and then I put the Rough Stalkers onto objective 6, and then I kind of sacrificed objective number 4 over there because I wanted to get the flank on the Death Star. So basically, to summarise my turn, I put everything into the Death Star unit, and I killed 2 bikes in total.
You'll fail!
If you take a step back and think about how much firepower that is, that's insane.
So we get 30 Grav cannon shots, 9 plasma shots, plus the haywire from the caterpillars.
Yeah.
Basically a buttload of firepower and lost 2 regular bikes.
They did, yeah.
Iron Hands for the win!
So good, wholesome fun with the Iron Hands. Alright, we will check in at the bottom of turn 1 with Adam. Alright, bottom of turn 1, Adam, take us through it for the Marines.
Cool, so it was not a bad turn, but it could have been a little bit better. My Devastator squads came on here and here. My Assault Marines came on over here, but promptly scattered off the board and are in ongoing reserve, both of them. Rolled a 4 and a 6 for those guys. The Bikes Melter squad moved up, killed the Dragoon guy here. This guy didn't shoot, he just turbo boosted onto his objective, so I can get number 6, that's one of my Maelstrom points. And these bike guys moved up here and had a shot at the walkers, but didn't manage to do anything. And the ridiculously stupid squad of death just killed that 100-point unit because they were annoying me, and that was it. The stuff I killed, so the Devastator shot into his knight and did 3 hull points to him in there, which wasn't too bad, about average. And the Devastators over here shot the shit out of the caterpillars with grav cannons, and his Warlord is remaining on 1 wound, which is somewhat annoying because I had destroyed the Warlord as one of my objectives. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. I've managed to get rid of one of
My 2 strongest Alpha Striking units.
his Alpha Strike basically, and I've got a Talon to come on in a bit, which will hopefully
Fall flat on his face.
well, hopefully won't fall flat on his face, but I'll get rid of some of these fucking robot ninjas. So yeah, not a bad turn, but it could have been better.
Alright, we'll check in the top of turn 2 with Simon. Alright, top of turn 2, and after a rough go for Simon, he has started to swing things more in the Skitarii Admech Knight favour. So talk us through it.
Yeah, sure. So, Adam's first turn was amazing. It was quite disheartening, but my turn 2, I think I brought it back quite a bit. I had some good rolls. So I used, with the canticles, I reused the twin link everything because my dominance is still alive. So everything again was twin linked, and then the Skitarii Maniple used BS6, well, +2 BS. So everything that's in Skitarii is now BS6 and -1 weapon skill. So my Maelstrom objectives were secure objective 3 and then secure objective 6. So as you can see, I've managed to achieve both of those ones. So a good turn on the Maelstrom. The Devastators with grabs were taken care of. The infiltrators swung over and shot them with the Uzis and the pistol of I'm not sure what it's called, but it's the strength dash AP2 pistol that does 3 hits. So they dealt with those guys. The Rush Stalkers dealt with the Marine squad over here, and then the Knight killed the Devastators that were here. The Haywire Caterpillars shot and took down the drop pod that was there. So yeah, everything was kind of cleansed from the board. So the only thing that's really left now is the Death Star over there, but I'm not going to kill that. No one can kill that unless you're Eldar. So, yeah, a strong turn for me. So I got all 3 of my objectives from the Maelstrom. So.
Alright, Adam's got some more stuff to arrive from reserves, so we will check in at the bottom of turn 2. Bottom of turn 2 for the new Marines. Adam, talk us through what happened.
Yeah, so I had a plan. It hasn't quite worked out, but I'll talk you through it. So the Storm Talon came on and my 2 Assault Marines rocked up. The Assault Marines can't assault this turn because they didn't come down with the Devastators, so they've positioned themselves so that they can do something later on in the game. The Storm Talon came on, was going for the Warlord, I'll talk about that in a sec, and then my Bike Squad moved up so that they had a shot at his Knights. Second phase I got presence off on these guys. And then in shooting phase, Assault Marines did nothing. These guys did 2 hull points on the Knight. He passed one of his saves. I used my Auto Bombardment on the rear arm of the Knight, thinking I was twin linked and probably would hit it, but I scattered off both times and completely missed. So that's down to 2 now. And then the Storm Talon came on here, primarily so that I could get a shot on his Warlord and negate his Feel No Pain. So he'd just have 1 save to make, and if he failed it, he'd be dead, and then that would give me a nice shoot off to go and get rid of the Knight. But I rolled a 1 to wound with him, so he did fuck all.
Everything has Feel No Pain now.
Everything does.
Simon, have you got any units without Feel No Pain? Adam, you got any units without Feel No Pain?
I've got some yellow.
In the 41st millennium, no one feels any pain.
It's because we're all numb.
All them drugs.
So yeah, not a great turn. I didn't score any objective points. So yeah, sad face.
Alright, we'll check in at the top of turn 3 with Simon. Right, top of turn 3 and what is becoming a bit of a mop-up operation for Sai. Talk us through what happened.
So yeah, another pretty solid turn. So this turn with the Canticles I used Stealth Enshrouded. And
So there's that everything in the army has Stealth Enshrouded.
Yes, yeah. And
Because 3 rules.
Because
the 500 points of free war gear just wasn't quite enough.
And the ignore gets hard. So and then the Skitarii maniple I used weapons skill 5 this turn because I had planned to assault some drop pods and stuff, but they're not here anymore. So the Ranger squad came down with the Haywire. They shot into the drop pod and took that out. The Dune Crawlers shimmied up a little bit, so they're now in range of the Storm Talon, and they dropped that
Which
quite
was
comfortably.
over here.
And then the Knight pushed up and shot into these guys, took out the last 2 Grav dudes over there, and then tried to assault a 9-inch, but I think I rolled a 7, so it was just out. Then my Maelstrom, it was to secure objective number 1 and kill either 1 or 3 units in the shooting phase, which I only killed 2, I only get the 1.
We made a bit of a mistake, and actually these guys ended up fleeing at the end of the shooting phase,
yeah.
so the assault never could have happened, but they failed their leadership after the shooting phase. So we'll catch up bottom of turn 3 for Adam and see if you can start to pull this back.
Nah.
Bottom of turn 3, Adam takes through it for the Marines.
Cool. So with what little I have left, the Assault Marines jumped over and killed their Crawlers in assault. Smashfucker. He went up with his Librarian mate who's now dead and his Apothecary mate who's now dead and killed the large knight that was there and managed to survive. He took a wound in return, but that's alright.
The Livy and the Apothecary died fighting the knight and the ninjas.
They did, and that was it really.
What is the proper name for ninjas?
Rust Stalkers.
Rust Stalkers.
Boss Stalkers.
Got two points on the Maelstrom in that turn. I got objective marker 5 of my Assault Marines and killed a unit in the assault phase. So I think it's 7-4 now. So it's not great.
7-5 on Maelstrom at the moment.
7-5 on Maelstrom.
Which is the primary. So not completely screwed, but
basically the only way I'm going to get anywhere is if this guy just goes into turbo mode and just starts murdering stuff.
all right. Well, we'll pick up with Simon at the top of turn 4. All right, top of turn 4. Simon takes us through it for the AdMech.
Okay, another pretty sturdy turn, so he's only got the 3 units left on the table now. So my canticles, I used reroll fail rolls to hit, and then the Skitarii I used +3 weapon skills, so my ballistic skills are now 2.
Worth explaining that your warlord trait allows you to always use the best canticles because you haven't got a lot of stuff left.
On the Cult Mechanicus table, so I always get the best benefit from the canticles. So that was really, really lucky. So the Rust Stalkers pushed over here and assaulted in on the Chapter Master.
Smash fucker.
And the Haywire Caterpillars shot into the dudes over here, the assault marines, but I wasn't able to put any wounds on them. My Maelstrom objective was to secure objective number 1, and
which is behind the building.
Line breaker, and make a enemy unit fair lay morale, pinning, or fear test, which I didn't manage to do. So that's another 2 points on the Maelstrom.
Do you want to talk us through the combat with Smash fucker? Because actually there are still dudes left surviving.
So yeah, he's still got a pretty good feel no pain. So I did 8 wounds with AP dash, and then 5 wounds AP2, and he managed to save all but 1. So that was good rolling. And then I took 2 wounds on my guys.
They basically deal out damage and survive because they have just an ungodly number of special rules.
Yeah, but I got lucky because I rolled 2 6s on their vulnerable, so that was quite fortunate for me.
All right, we'll check back in with this guy
In the chair of shame.
at the bottom.
Bad. It's just bad.
At the bottom of turn 4. That hard on he had earlier when he got the new Marine Codex is slowly faded into a semi. Womp womp womp. Bottom of turn 4, Adam takes it for the Marines.
Cool, so these assault marines jumped over here, didn't lose any dangerous terrain checks just to get a marker 4, so I got a point. Those assault marines ran over here and assaulted his Sanguinary Priest and his robots with AY guns. And Smashfucker killed another bloke because he passed his bloody saves.
There have been a lot of 6-up saves made.
And I got a wound back as well, so I went back on with 3. So yeah, it's alright. Could have been. There's not much really for me now, but
So a couple more points
I'll
scored.
take what little I can.
A couple more points scored on the Maelstrom, just to try and keep him in it a little bit.
One more.
We'll check in with Si at the top of turn 5. Top of turn 5, Simon takes us through it for the AdMech.
Okay, so this turn I activated the +3 strength canticle, and what else did I do? +2 weapon skill. So these guys are weapon skill 6. So it was a very quick turn. This combat went on. I did 2 wounds to him, so actually 1 combat, but I caught him on the consolidation. And then these guys tried to assault in there, but it was a 10-inch move, so it was a bit unlikely anyway, so they failed. And then here, he did 1 wound to me, which, unfortunate rolling for Adam, he should have done more, but yeah. So the Rust Stalker is still locked down there against Mr. CM. And that's that for my turn. So Maelstrom, I just had to secure objective 1, which I did.
Over behind the building.
So I've got good board coverage at the moment. I've got objective 1, 3 and 6 over there, and then also number 2 is contested, and that's it.
Alright, we'll check in the bottom of turn 5 with Adam. Alright, bottom of turn 5, Adam, take us through it for the Marines.
Yeah, so I got objective 6, so my assault marines made a last minute dive for that one, but didn't go to plan. My assault marines over there, I killed his Sanguinary Priest and the other guy died, so not much happened there.
Drawn combat.
And then this absolute pest.
So it's been 5 rounds of combat that unit's lasted.
He's passed every single 4+1
in with the Chapter Master.
He's an assassin.
Sometimes it just happens, and you can't account for it. So okay.
Luckily for Adam, we did roll to see whether the game ended, and it has ended there. So what we'll do is we'll total up the scores, and we'll come back for you with a summary in a minute. Okay, so ended at the end of turn 5. Simon, give us a little summary of the scores.
Okay, so the final score was the primary, which was Maelstrom, was 11-7 to Skitarii. The secondary, which was the Scouring, was 8-0. And then on the tertiary...
To Skitarii.
To Skitarii, sorry. And then on the tertiary, it was 4-2 to Marines.
So, heavy win there for the Admech Skitarii Knight Alliance. But we'll start off with Adam because it is the first game with the new Marine book. And what was it called? Skyhammer?
Skyhammer Annihilation Force.
Skyhammer Annihilation Force, which the internet's kind of going a little bit crazy about at the moment. So, why don't you give us your thought on how it all played out and the new book?
Right, so how it played out, not very well. There's definitely potential in that Marine Codex to counter anything, I think. The way I played it there probably wasn't that bad. It's just that a couple of things went wildly wrong. Scattering 12 inches off the board with 2 assault marine squads, somehow not killing his HQ over here was a bit of a, probably the odds were in my favour, and it didn't. The last dice didn't go in my way. There's the Marine Codex is really, there's a lot of builds. You can easily make either a very solid unit, which is basically impossible to kill, or you can you can use MSU, drop pods galore. You can use the formation to get free transports. There's loads of
demi companies.
So yeah, my overall with the Marine Codex, I'm very happy. That game, I'm just going to put it down to a bit of bad luck.
There were a lot of 6s rolled on Skitarii and vulnerable saves.
And he basically gets to choose his rules every game. So
yeah, there were a lot of special rules going on. So I want you to take us through it for the victorious Skitarii and your 2,250 point army.
Like these guys have said, there's a lot of bloated rules in the with Admech, and
to be fair, I think
they
it
do come
applies
together very
to
well.
all the new books. They are just giving away special rules like candy, aren't they? There are just so many special rules on every unit. Like we said earlier, no unit on the table in this game didn't have Feel No Pain, which is horrific.
It is really, really good. Yeah, actually, no, there was one unit. That's these wee little scouts.
One unit of scouts. One unit of scouts that didn't have Feel No Pain.
There were some assault marines and devastator squads.
As a whole, I mean, the formation works exceptionally well. It's a very powerful list. Yeah.
Surprisingly, 500 points of free war gear makes quite a big difference in a game.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was like,
you would have thought.
When I first read it, I was like, I didn't really want to take the tax of the Rust Stalkers and the Infiltrators, but as long as you get them up the board, which they do pretty well themselves, they will get their points back. Like
they were
these
amazing
two units,
in that game.
they're probably like the star players of the game for me. I think you'd agree with that.
Yeah,
They've done some awesome jobs.
Primarily because you kept rolling 6s on their saves, but they were...
Yeah, but that's down to my microwave and my dice.
They were microwaved. But they've seen the amount of firepower and the amount of combat attacks they kick out is unreal.
These Uzis are awesome. I love them. I think they're brilliant.
It's also worth noting that you've got a huge boost from your Warlord trait of constantly being able to use the best version of each... what's it called?
I forgot. Canticles.
The Canticles. The best
Cheating rules.
the cheating rules.
Help noobs win rules.
Alright guys, so that is our first battle report for a little while. We'll be back very, very soon to see how the new Marines fare against the D-touting Eldar of Cooper.
I haven't got no D. You got a little D.
So, as always, hope you enjoyed the video. If you like, share and subscribe, that would be great. Leave your comments below. We'd love to hear what you guys are thinking. And we'll be back soon.
See you guys. Peace.